Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming with another update on Pathfinder Kingmaker, and this time I'm actually inside Armag's tomb, and I've come right through the tomb to the final boss fight with Armag. And so the first update is the actual tomb setup isn't that difficult. It's like a lot of the dungeons in this game. It's got 2 floors, there's lots of little corridors, and the enemies are all not difficult to beat. They're mostly spectres or skeletal champion archers and skeletal berserkers and things like that. When I was trying to work out where this tomb was, I noticed a couple of people had posted on different things about how to do this part of the game, where they were saying you need to buff up this and use that. And to be honest, I never do. I just come in and just do it. I don't think about using special things for special enemies unless I really have to and I can't kill them. So although I'm completely sure that it's a good thing to do that, it's good practice to get into for later if you find a boss that you can't kill without doing it, I don't. So just to let you know that it's not as difficult as you might think it is when you read some of these things where it says that you need to buff that up and use all your list buffs and use that potion and make sure you've got that person level to that. I haven't done any of that, and I've come through it quite easily. It's much easier than the Cyclops tomb, whatever that one was, which was a little while ago. Mordecai's tomb, that's what it was. It's much easier than that. There's a couple of areas where these traps, I don't mean the kind of floor traps that you just click off. There's kind of those things that fire from walls and that kind of thing, jets of flame, where you'll have to run through it and just do a couple of switches or light a few beakers actually, where you kind of have to open other doors. You'll need someone who's got high perception, because if you send someone who hasn't, they may not spot the door openings, because that's a problem I had. I ran through it first time, and I think Amiri was doing it because she's the strongest and she didn't have the high perception that I needed, and so I couldn't see where I was meant to go. So just use someone with high perception. I use Jfel, but I think she's the one I've got who's got the highest perception, but it may be someone else in your game. But they weren't difficult. You get killed a bit whoever goes through, but you can survive that quite easily, and then you just buff up their health again afterwards. It's not difficult. Then you get down, or actually up, to this final area. You talk to this guy who's Zorek, and he is like the gatekeeper. That's not what they call him actually. I can't remember what his name is, but he's the gatekeeper, for want of a better term, for Armag's actual tomb. He wants you to explain why you're so important, he should let you through. There's a thing where you have to tell him heroic deeds you've done, like I killed the Stag Lord, I killed Mordecai, and they're all skill checks, and if you get through them all, he won't do anything. If you don't get through them all, he'll attack you, but basically he's not difficult to kill. I killed him first round without going through all my guys' weapons. He's not that hard to kill, so it doesn't really matter, don't worry about it. But yeah, if you can just skill check it through, then you'll get through it, no problem. There's a couple of loot things over in the far side there you might forget. The only other thing that I wanted to say is when you come into this final room where Armag is, there he is, his army around him are the same as you get in the rest of this tomb. They're nothing special to kill. I've already killed a few of them. They're just the regular skeletal champions, skeletal archers, whatever. They're just easy things to kill comparatively. So no problems there. The only thing of note is that when you come through here, he will run at the first person who comes through with his sword, and it's very powerful. I did this once, and it was one of my ranged units that came through first, and he just killed them straight out with 3 hits actually. So what you want to do is go the other side of this, unlink your party, pick the strongest. In my case it's Amiri. In fact it's always Amiri, but if Valerie had been in it, it could have been Valerie, but I would have used Amiri anyway, because she's my favourite one. And I sent her through on her own to listen to his boring speech. Then he ran at her, but as you can see from her, he's killed her more than half, and that's Amiri. So he probably would have killed any of the others straight out. So the only thing to bear in mind is when you come through, don't have them all run through together, because you can't really guarantee who's going to end up being at the front or who you're going to hit. I've not worked out how to kill him yet. I've not had a shot on him, but that will be the same with all of the boss fights for the whole of them. It will be a mixture of potions, melee, ranged, and whichever one works, and whichever ones don't. I always find that arrows seem to do quite well against almost anybody. So arrows I use, and then it's a mixture of potions or spells or melee, or whichever one works. And I'm sure he won't be shockingly hard to kill, because he won't be, I'm assuming, worse than some of the others. But anyway, we'll see. If there's anything else to update about Armag's tomb that I've not said so far, then I will. But if I just kill him and it's what I expect, then that will be my update for Armag's tomb. But like I said, it's all been pretty simple, and often these things are more simple than you're led to believe when you accidentally see bits of guides or when you think about it. And actually this was, so far it's been simpler. Like I said, it's been simpler than Mordecai's tomb. The actual layout's been simpler, the getting through it's simpler, the enemies in it are simpler, and yeah, he's just one guy who's got a very powerful sword, but he won't have for long because he'll be dead. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care and bye for now.